Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from Western Kentucky, and we are back to continue our playthrough of XCom Enemy Within featuring the Long War mod, and ahead of us we have a landed medium from the last episode, a landed medium that I wasted one of my interceptors on instead of just letting the sucker land. So anyway, we have it landed and we have a team picked out. Let's go find out who's going to help us on this mission. We got Tommy Pokemon Hertz as our engineer, and he is one of two soldiers that's up for a promotion. So let's get in there and just give him his promotion. He's kind of that explosive grenades expert, so we're going to give him a little mayhem to help him out and confer some extra damage with his grenades, and hopefully we'll find that coming in handy. Finally, we got Boris Boom Boom Becker along as our infantry soldier, and we got a few little alien grenades along, a couple with Tommy, another one from Boris Becker to see if we can't gain some help that way. And also I did bring the arc thrower with Tommy, and he does have the repair, so that's 3 charges if the situation should present itself. Although I'm going to be worried on the landed medium more about survival as opposed to captures, but if the opportunity arises and it's not putting us in too much danger, we'll make the attempt. Trevor T-Bone Hertz is along as our Rocketeer, and he is fully loaded with all the rockets he can carry. Winston Bulldog Churchill is along as our Assault. He doesn't quite have all the perks I would prefer, being as he's not as high level of an assault, but we're working on getting him there. But he does have close combat specialist, which will help a little, I guess. Professor Jeski, Sebastian Professor Jeski is along as our scout. Ruth Maserati Hertz will be along as our medic. And actually, let me backtrack to Sebastian. He's the other one that needs a promotion, so let's get him promoted. And as a concealment recon, he gets a very important promotion right here, and that is for the battle scanner. So now he's going to have, I believe it defaults and gives him, without using up a slot now, 2 charges, and we can throw these scanners at a greater distance too. So that's going to help us out, especially on a mission like a downed, or not downed, but landed medium. Our sniper for this mission will be Arden, Storyteller, Schlug. Hopefully she'll get some more stories from this mission. And last of all but not least, we have Keith, Caretaker Murl, along to provide the suppression. And just as note, he is taking the big weapon. We got him with the Gatling laser, thinking being out in the open in the wilderness, he'll have some opportunities, and I'll want that extra distance, I'm guessing. I'm hoping. We shall see. So we'll see if all the choices I've made end up helping us out or not. We got a couple med kits. Hopefully that's all we're going to need from Ruth, but let's get in there and see what this map brings us.
Strike 1. Prepare for landing.
That was a nice short little flight.
We're dropping you just inside the Egyptian border. The UFO we detected landed in a remote area well away from any civilian population. We should expect hostile activity surrounding the crash site.
Alrighty. I see Mel coming right out, staring us in our face as we departed the ship. But of course, on this map,
Roger that, Big Sky.
oh, there it is. It is right near and right in front of us. So it's enticing me already. And I should learn not to talk over Bradford because it makes it hard to hear. But we are in a corner position. So the first meld isn't particularly that far out. It's got some decent cover around it. So we'll make that our first goal as we move forward from where we are now. Sebastian, let's get you, we'll kind of bring you down. Nah, we don't want to bring you down the side. I want to push you over towards the meld. How about just go straight towards the target right here. And nothing on the first move. Nothing. I kind of want to get you pushed forward just a little, but I hate having you on a yellow move on a landed medium where we don't have a clue yet on the force of the enemy. So what I'm going to do is I think I will do it, but more to the side, more towards the edge, and it should still get you then in range, I would hope, to be able to pick up the meld next turn is what it looks like to me. So let's push you right here, Sebastian. Cross our fingers and we're okay. Now let's try and get everybody else up there to help support if we need it when we're ready to... in fact, I'm going to push you right here, Bulldog.
Affirmative, moving out.
And that should be the extent of the pushing that I'm going to risk as far as widening our field. I just felt a little more comfortable pushing a little on the yellow move just because we're back in the corner. Let's see. Tommy, it would be nice to have you near the front with those grenades, so
Yes,
let's
sir.
push you there. Keith, I definitely want to get you also positioned for potential use with your Gatling
All of
laser. And we have a rocket. Oh, Becker would not be bad to get pushed up there. In fact, I guess I'm pushing one hex over, so I'm risking some kind of activation, but I like the idea of having you placed for your abilities right there. And Arden will get you last. Now we can just get Ruth up in that direction. We'll just have you near the front, Ruth.
Moving to designated position.
And now I got to find a good perch, a good spot. We got a little bit of raised ground over here on the right, and a lot of trees in the way to potentially block your line of sight, Arden. But we're gonna give you this tree spot at least to start out, and we'll steady you right there. And finally, just to get a rocket up in the area, I guess I'll steady it. And even though you're going to be out in the open right here, I'm going to have a steady rocket. Somehow I just feel on a landed UFO. I like the idea of having a steadied rocket. Okay, that was quick. I'm hearing some sectoids so far. Do I hear anything else? Anything? We're going to find out if the meld is going to cost me. And since we're on the edge of the map here, why don't I push forward to this side of the meld and just see what we see. Oh, and boy do we see something. Holy smokes, did we take some fire. You got a one little tick, I'm guessing from a drone, but we have a big time enemy out there now. Big time enemy out there, and let's hope the rocket has him in range. We'll take the meld. Hopefully not a costly meld. And can we get a shredder rocket out there far enough? And no, we cannot. That scares the heck out of me, especially having some of these guys in partial cover. And if he can move just far enough forward, can he hurl those grenades? So maybe we work on retreating and setting up. I don't like the idea of overwatching against a cyber disc at all, but we're just a little too far back to provide the cover and the backup shots that we need this turn. Boy, that's not ideal. Let's see, I'm thinking a lot. I'm thinking a lot, and I'm not sure if I know what we need to do properly here. That gets us in range of those two. Oh wait, it gets us in range. Now it gets us in range of a lot. Right here gets us in range of a lot. That's, yeah, so we can't. It's kind of safe against moving. The Cyberdisc is going to have to move up to try and engage us. But the question is, we don't want to give him too many tempting targets, especially too many grouped up tempting targets as he moves forward. Ruth, I don't know where the best spot is for you. Doesn't look. Looks like you just have the 2 drones there at the moment. And I'm thinking if we get all sorts of Overwatch going, it's the drones that are going to take most of the fire. I'm thinking. Sebastian, let's get you backed up out of here. Geez, I can't get you in that full cover over there. I would have ideally liked you back in the full cover over here. Is there any full cover we can back you up to? Well, it looks like only back here is where I'd have to go on the full cover. We're gonna do you here just so we got 3 hexes in between.
Okay.
We've broken line of sight. Now I definitely need to get my Rocketeer closer for what is ready to come. And let's push it right here for you, Trevor, T-Bone. And we're gonna steady and get ready for your rocket that is gonna save us, hopefully from something. Tommy, I don't know the best place to hide you. Maybe you're good to have. Geez, there's a lot of little stumps by these full cover trees. It prevents me from taking automatic full cover. I don't know if this may be too close or tempting grenade target for the Cyberdisc. That's what worries me. I don't want to set up for too close, but at the same time, I want Tommy, I want you available, and I definitely don't want to keep you in half cover. We're gonna try this one. Keith, we're gonna keep you from right there in half cover, providing Overwatch. Ruth, where can I get you? Now, obviously, they could move over and up, so that's easily flankable on the side of the tree. It's all questions of how far forward will the Cyberdisc move. We're going to take a risk on the side that you could get flanked with, and we're going to go there. Overwatch.
Roger, I've got eyes on.
Boris, Becker, Overwatch. We're going to steady your weapon there, Arden. We're going to Overwatch here, Tommy. Hopefully we can do some damage with Overwatch that they'll be coming up against. Winston, I don't know that your Overwatch is going to do us much good. I'm wondering at this distance, although I guess there's a chance maybe on these drones that they would be close enough, so we will keep you on Overwatch. Let's find out what we got to worry about with this Cyberdisc. Of course, the drones are going to eat up all the lovely Overwatch from us. Just as I expected. Which is just as well, because we sure are wasting our Overwatch and nothing is connecting. Oh, there we go, a minor little hit. And I think we definitely need to make an adjustment and increase priority on our next level of weaponry, because this damage reduction is starting to haunt us a little bit. Drones are certainly pushing forward. I hope that means the Cyberdisc will. We're gonna try firing. 14% we lag. Now the heavy guns. When are we gonna see the heavy guns? There we go. There we go. Oh God, and he's elevated. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Grenade time. No, we got a hit though on Keith. Bad hit, if I do say so myself. Oh, he is down to 1 tick. Boy, oh boy, all of a sudden I wish we had more med kits. Okay, let's center our rocket right here so we can get some damage on everybody. and get the shredding party started.
Rockets away.
Okay, hopefully Keith, you're not going to be missed in too great a fashion. Don't know that my alien grenade can get up high because these guys are skying it, so that kind of takes away the alien grenade possibility. Sebastian, and he's not on Overwatch, so he took the shot instead of putting himself on Overwatch. But our main target right now is going to be the cyber disk, and let's get some holo targeting started out here for starters. In fact, since I can't get you healed right now, Keith, why don't we... I'm wondering if I should open the holo targeting with you, just using up suppression, since you're really not going to be able to hit anything else other than using suppression. Let's just get the holo targeting set with you to give you some kind of use in this mission, or this moment. Everybody else's shots are going to be improved. Let's start out here with you. Kinda not liking that position of you. It's very flankable, so maybe we just pop you over here now. 74. Let's start it off. Start the hit parade off. I said start the hit parade off. That's nice when soldiers listen and obey the commands. I think we'll run you over here to this full cover now, Winston, and see if you can get a closer shotgun shot. Is this going to help us out? 82. I like 82 a heck of a lot better. Oh, my Lanta. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. We are going to start out now. Who do we got? In fact, I can't believe, Arden, you don't even have a shot because of the freaking tree. Didn't I call out the tree issue already? And we got the same problem over here with Boris Becker. Did that CyberDisc get himself in an annoying position or what? Oh my god. I don't know that we got the firepower to take him out this time. I'm really thinking we don't. Because now no longer do I have 2 shots from Becker. And yes, I still don't have a shot. And now I'm counting on people that don't have the best aim. Because you're used to throwing grenades for me and we can't get him in grenade range. And we're missing on better attempts than this. And we're missing on the low attempts. We're missing on every freaking attempt we can come up with. Are you going to have it? You didn't have a shot. Boris Becker didn't have a shot from there.
Got it.
Ruth, we're going to bring you over here. I don't know what we want to... Oh, it said I would see them. Oh, but you can't step out, can you? This is just a travesty. A comedy of errors. We're going to command you over to Winston Churchill because we need more damage on this cyber disk, because otherwise everyone is going to start everyone is going to start healing and repairing him, and all these shots are going to go to waste. That's more like it. Now I don't have anyone to finish it off. Arden, you're the last one, and I can't move you, so we got to take out one of the drones, or at least try to. The way our shot. There we go. At least we got someone to come next here.
Target eliminated.
Question is, will Keith survive this turn? Here we go with the massive repairs. We knew they were coming. And who's going to take the shot? Keith, hopefully your suppression protects you and lowers the aim. Yeah. Thank goodness for small favors. seems like there should be another. Oh, and I did not see this. Not that our Arden was, not that Arden was much help from her position, but that definitely takes someone away to have to help out Arden now. We do have the ability to heave another rocket over there. What kind of help can you provide us with the rocket? Now we got scatter to worry about though, but if we center it right in there, that ought to help, eh?
Bring in the pain.
Now I'm feeling like maybe we can finish off the cyber disk. Yes, it's looking very doable now, and we're going to keep you, Winston Churchill, as the one I want to do that. Let's see if you can hit now. 72, accept. I think we want to get some suppression. So Sebastian, I'm actually going to give you the first shot at it, and that way if you don't make it to 64, we got the holo targeting going. We're going to give the potential cyber disk kill to you. Can you? Yes, after that horrendous round of misses, we're finally starting to hit. Oh man, this mission was not starting off on the right foot, right? What are we down to now? What are we down to? Drone and a seeker. So all of a sudden, I feel like we've got this back in hand. We have the ability to work on this seeker, and we're going to stand you out in the open even to do it. That's how confident I'm feeling now.
Solid copy.
That we have the pieces in hand to be able to salvage the immediate. There we go, 99%. I can take that one. And Arden, you're going to be dazed and confused, but let's see if your pistol shot will be able to finish off your attacker here. What kind of odds we got with the pistol? Well, we're going to give you a chance at it anyway, even though it's a crap chance. Wow, we can look right up into your head. Look at that. And you did it. Oh, you were one pissed Arden. Nobody likes to be strangled, but that fortunately is one tick of damage there. One tick of damage on Sebastian. And we got one last thing out there before we can start healing Keith. I'm not going to push forward because I don't need to activate anything else, and you know that was one heck of a big pod. In fact, let's look at this again. That's a pod of 6. You worry about pods of 6 on trappish kind of missions. You usually will see all those big mega pods on those kind. Let's hope this is not one of those situations. Bulldog, what kind of a shot? He's grounded. He is a grounded drone, and we can't see him with Keith. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is, Keith, we are going to get you... boy, your movement is like nothing. We got to get you healed. We're going to get you hidden behind some full cover for starters. And we're just going to have to take some non-holo targeted shots here. 85, you give me a decent chance at least. Becker, let's do a little boom boom on him. Oh, we're back to missing. We've missed more 80% shots in this little stretch of a mission than we've missed in a while. So I guess I'm going to have to keep that in mind as this mission goes. And that means this drone is going to run away perhaps on us. So what kind of range do you have for us? I hate using a grenade on a lone drone, but that's kind of looking what I'm asking of us. So Tommy, use your Pokemon powers and let's see if this grenade can do enough damage on them.
Fastball special.
There we go. We needed some breather time. We needed some breather time. We'll reload here and see if anything wanders into us. Hopefully not. So we have a little time to get ourselves back in order. And it's very quiet out there. Very quiet. We still hear those sectoids. Kind of thinking, oh well, the cyber disk. Let's take that back. Other than the cyber disk, we're not seeing anything super dangerous at the moment. Ruth, your primary job is right here right now, and I wish we had already finished improved medkits, because you're going to waste all 3 of these on Keith right now. Well, I guess it's not a waste, but it means if we have some tough situations on other pods, we're going to be in a world of hurt if we start taking nicks and cuts and whatnots. Let's go ahead and do the second one. We know we're going to do it anyway. Then we'll have to decide if he's got enough health in my book to save that last one in our back pocket. And that's just what I might do. We've already lost you, Keith, to the infirmary for an extended period. No matter how much we heal you, I'm going to regret it if we start running into mutons and other heavies, another cyber disc, who knows. But yeah, I'm going to keep it in my back pocket for the moment. I'm going to just do some overwatch as we look at reloading pretty much everybody else. Arden will just go ahead and reload you.
We're green to go.
Your main weapon. We're going to do a nice little reload here. Yeah, we're just going to get everybody reloaded. That's the plan.
Ready to rock.
Before we start pushing forward. And Trevor, your rockets have come in handy. Of course, unfortunately, it would have been nice if we had had a higher ranking soldier, a little javelin. We could have started the rocket off in the first place and never had to deal with that painful advance from a cyber disc. The last thing you do is want to let a cyber disc advance on you, but, well, kind of didn't have a choice with the lack of firepower I had. In fact, that sounds like the sectoids over off in that direction. I think what we'll do is we'll take advantage of your perk. Yeah, I hear all this shuffling around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push you right behind this full cover, and if we don't activate with that move, I'm going to heave out a battle scanner. Yeah, so far nothing. We're going to use one of our battle scanners off this way. See if we have a lot of action around this meld canister. Let's find out.
Scanner gotowy.
There's the sectoids. They're just camped out at the meld. Do we have any shots? Oh boy, do we have some shots. 1, 2, 3. Wow. I guess we're going to have to get used to pods of 6 on this mission. Let's start out by making it a pod of 5. Yes, we don't have any soldiers ready to follow up on their scamper. But once again, they're sectoids. And look at the hit point. They're weak sectoids, if you ask me. They still got the normal 4 hit points, and the strong guy in the group has 5 with low profile. So they sure don't seem that threatening. We'll see if they've been able to, or if they will be able to drag me into some other enemy that's more powerful behind them, perhaps. Well, of course, we always have to worry about the outsiders. They could be parked anywhere over here, so we got to be careful about how we do this. We'll start out moving you up here, Winston, Churchill, to start. In fact, we can get you to this full cover. I don't think it'll give you really any sight on them, but it sure gets you up close for if we decide to use some run and gun. In fact, Tommy, how far can you get forward? Just because I don't want to take a lot of dings. If you're going to be in this half cover, we're going to hunker you.
Headed there now.
And I'm not planning on bursting a rocket this time. Not on sectoids. So Trevor, it looks like you... You would be best served kind of on Overwatch, but once again, the only positions I have to push people up where the Overwatch would be somewhat effective are half cover spots. And I'm not really excited about doing that. Ruth, no, Keith, let's get you pushed forward. Yeah, they're not even in your... Let's get you pushed forward to this tree. You can't Overwatch on a move anyway, but that should put you in position to help us out next turn. I want to get you, Boom Boom, up here too. You may have to double move to get into the right kind of cover. Yeah, we're going to give you some full cover here. You won't be on Overwatch, so we aren't going to have a whole heck of a lot of Overwatch for this upcoming turn, unfortunately. So Tommy, you will be one of my Overwatchers. Ruth, I'm going to see if I can push you somewhere. Is there somewhere where I can push you up? No, there's nothing I can do with you to give you a semblance of full cover. Plus, I want to take the time to reload you first. So... I guess we're going to reload you in half cover, because they aren't going to be able to push forward that far this turn. Let's get you ready for... Maybe you'll be able to move forward and help us out with some necessary suppression. We will Overwatch with you, Boris Becker, so at least that was a blue move so you can help us with the Overwatch. And I think, like I said, I'm going to hunker you down. Your forward position will be a target, and I don't want you to just fritter away your health, and we will Overwatch you if they come around the side. Okay, with 5 of them, we're going to see a couple mind merges, I would guess. No, not that one. Well, that's a nice flankable cover. Oh, he's low profile moving up. Ooh, it might be a flank possibility on that side, though, that cover. Presenting us a lot of Overwatch. They're taking some questionable cover positions, that is for dang sure. Oh boy. Okay, it's only 30%, so you don't quite have the... I guess we don't quite have the flank shots. What about you, Arden? You've got to. You've got to have a flank somewhere. Right there is a nice one. 52 on the Overwatch. We're going to take the guarantee, or what we hope is the guarantee, right back here. 97%. If you miss, boy, the RNG gods are against us on this mission. There we go. There's another nice story for you. Don't have a lot of soldiers super close right now, do we? Well, Sebastian, I'm wondering, this may just be the perfect time to run a little Overwatch. We got 1-2 that you have to run, and it's sectoid Overwatch. So let's get you up here to a flanking kind of position, but guess what? You don't have the step out ability here. How close is he to be able to move up and flank you? Well, not if we have some Overwatch available. So I'm going to push you up here to run the Overwatch and hopefully get a shot on their leader right here and take him out. It's a double Overwatch run. 4 and 12. The hesitation on that last Overwatch scared me just a little. I will not deny. Oh no, we didn't get a kill. Can you believe it? Yeah, well, yes, I can believe it. Maybe we come down here to this partial cover once again. Trevor, we're going to lean on you. I don't like having you in half cover, even if they are sectoids, but we want to take out this leader, this tough nut right here. There we go.
Nailed him.
Now we can bring some guns up without fear. We'll have our suppression from Ruth available. Well, that is if she could see somebody. I guess you're not quite in range, Ruth. How about that? So I guess your Overwatch will come in handy. Are we within range with you, Keith? Not quite. They're still a little far back. So it would be nice if we could get you in some decent cover. Can't quite make it in your hurt condition up to full cover that I would desire. So maybe we Well, now that we got rid of the leader one, I'm not as worried maybe about the remaining 3. Unless they mind melds, they can still do some damage. I just don't want to keep dinking and getting little damage on all these things. I think what we'll do is move you up this way, Winston. You have full cover you can get to, not on a blue move. So we'll get you up to this full cover.
Tracking.
You can at least provide a little overwatch at distance. Probably should have been maybe where I kept Tommy. Winston, let's get you, maybe we run and gun you, but then you're prone. We're starting to set ourselves up being prone for flanks. The only thing that helps me is I will have overwatch here by Ruth. So we're going to run and gun.
Sprint and spray.
Because I like the cover here better.
Moving.
And once again, I'm playing the game, and it's always been in the back of my mind. The outsiders, of course, this is the front. Okay, that relaxes me a bit. The outsiders, if they're going to be outside the ship, usually it's on the back side, not the front. Although, I think I have seen it on the front before, but that seems to be the rare occasion. We're going to put you just on overwatch since you have such a crappy shot. Maybe they'll come out of cover and that'll help you. We will provide overwatch here, help prevent you from being flanked. We are going to possibly put up Tommy right here to provide even yet more overwatch. And Keith, that means with all that overwatch going, I'm going to try and get you a little closer in range with your long range guy. And there we're starting to see 2 out of 3 of them. So we're going to hunker you down, and hopefully you're going to be in range to help us out a little more next turn. And Boris, Becker, where can we get you a shot? And there just isn't a good guarantee. So what we're going to do is move you up this far. So maybe we can find you a position next time. Merge away. So he's the guy being buffed. The one that's going to have all the overwatch on him. Hopefully he won't be moving to flank. And oh no, more enemies to the party. How many seekers is this going to be? And they're hiding. They're going stealth. Holy smokes. Just what I need to distract me now. Merge. No, he took fire. So we got some suppression going on out there. We got all sorts of things going on here now. This is not ideal anymore. And they're locking me down, so hopefully these guys can come around on a flank. Unfortunately, my gunner, my rocketeer, excuse me, is not set, and it's a long-range shot. And it's not a clear long-range shot. What kind of scatter are we looking at if we can get through these trees? It's enough scatter where it can scatter and nobody gets hit. But it seems like it's a risk I have to take. Let's find out if it is.
Rockets away.
Well, we got some damage at least. It wasn't centered on all of them, but we got some damage. Okay, now it's time for us to look at this immediate threat here. All of a sudden, Boris Becker's positioning sure sounds a lot better than it did earlier. 70, 70, 70. They're all 70%ers. Now we're going to start seeing if we can wear these guys down. In fact, before I do that, holy smokes, a pot of 6. Fortunately, we got massive numbers, but they aren't the most massive enemies. Can you imagine if these had been slightly different enemies that we're up against right now? This would be hell. But right now it's not. Let's see if we can get a bead, get a hit right over here. Oh, come on, Boris. The amount of 70+ shots you've missed today could fill my piggy bank. Come on now. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Well, Arden, it's time to start counting on you a little bit. Let's once again go, he's the farthest one in the back. Why don't we go against not one of the weakened ones? There, you're not weakened, but you're in a little closer. So let's give you a shot here. Arden, can you do it? Arden, you're just consistent. You even hitting your 70% shots, unlike others. I don't think there's anything we can throw it up on top of. So the grenades once again are proving useless for us against a lot of these flying enemies. And boy, we just don't have the odds to hit when you're when you are. We may just have to suppress whoever is the strongest. And that's the guy in the back. So let's work suppression on the guy in the back right now. Yeah, nobody else has good shots. So let's suppress. And we want the full strength guy in the back. Right there. Lock him down, Keith. Let's see if some of our lower percentage shots can help us out. We don't have a run gun. I can get you up to here, which is not quite gonna get us the flank. In any other position I try to put you in that would get us the flank also gets ourselves flanked. So Sebastian, you are locked down, but I think this is now a time where we got to find out where that other enemies are cloaked at. Let's brighten up the field. And the hidden ones are not visible from where they are right now. Jeez, just not great cover options for what we've got to deal with right now. What we're going to do, Tommy, is we are going to bring you right here.
Yes, Commander.
We'll try the up in the air throw one more time, seeing if there's that spot that can reach them, but we do not have such a spot. We're going to take that low percentage shot, see if we can take one of them down. Ew, come on now. Yeah, I wasn't hoping. Can you tell that noise I made was a noise of no confidence is what it was. Winston, do we even have a spot? You're definitely not in great position. You're going to get flanked by a bunch of these guys right where you are. We don't have any great shot at this distance, though. And if I move you up, there's just no protection against... no other angle protection that we might take unless I move you farther back. That may be just what we're going to have to do. It kind of starts leaving Sebastian being flanked himself without having all the extra cover available now. And the odds of your shots are slim to none. I think we're just going to have to overwatch, hoping they rush towards us. And Ruth, I may have to keep you over on this side just to protect a little bit against these sectoids coming around on Sebastian. That's about all we can do. Of course, this, we can undo that one right there. I like those odds. Not that 72% has been the magic number for us this mission. Come on, Ruth. Hey, start changing that percent around. Make the 70s start working for us. Mind. He's going to try some mind games on us, and it failed. Thanks for strength of mind, Ruth. Oh, they're going against Keith and his suppression. They don't like their friend being suppressed, and we got another damage. So Ruth, your job is going to be healing Keith once again. Ooh, we got a hit over here a little closer on somebody else. So our dings are, fortunately, it's one tick hits here and there, so they're not disastrous hits on us. Not disastrous hits on us yet. Thinking Sebastian, we don't have Overwatch peeking out at us. Actually, we could have Overwatch back here. What I'm thinking is perhaps we go up on the middle, gain sight on the other guy, and we should have a flank on this sector. Oh, but I won't be able to shoot. Okay, he wasn't on Overwatch. I wasn't thinking that's a double move, so silly, silly me. However, Ruth, you could then be on Overwatch.
Copy that.
Because that one guy is flanked. Of course, now I don't like the idea of the Seekers drawing your Overwatch, but maybe, just maybe, Boris Becker can make some hits this time. Maybe, just maybe. Let's see if you can take him out this time. 70%. You're going to miss 3 in a row at 70? Yes. How about 4 in a row? But now you're out of ammo. Gosh darn you little... I ain't got some choice names to call you right now. But I will. Here we go. That's the way to show them how to do it, Tommy. We will again suppress the guy in the back. And I'm starting to feel... we don't have run and gun yet. It's easily flanked here. I only see 2 of these Seeker guys. Where are the other ones hiding? Because we still got 4. So there's still 2 more out there, and I'm going to lose the benefit here in just a moment. I'm going to lose the benefit. Can you reach, can you see him from this position? I don't even think... I think that tree may be blocking you, or you're not quite in range. If I come here, I'm worried about this guy taking a shot on me. You're just not in good enough range from this point, T-Bone. Well, maybe you are. Let's give you a shot here. Conventional weapons, see if you've learned something. Yes. We've given you enough shots with your conventional weapon now. I think what I'm going to do with you, Ruth, is suppress this guy that's flanked and see if we can't take care of him when he feels like he needs to move because he is flanked. And then we will reload you, Boris Becker.
Oh yeah.
And oh, I forgot about you, Arden. Look at that. Look at that. We're gonna take this shot up here against this guy. Let's see if we can't do the job, do the business. You've been the only consistent one so far on this mission, making shots. It sure seems that way. I'm gonna go once again with suppression down there.
Come on.
And I think I may just look at keeping you, Winston Churchill, until you get your running gun back. We're just going to keep you on Overwatch in case some of those hidden guys come cloaked in on us. There we go. Nothing like flank positions, forcing them to move through suppression and pay the price. Oh, good job, Sebastian. We've got the strength of mind working for us on this mission. Now we just mainly have to worry about you know. Oh yeah, I couldn't because I double moved up to there, so I couldn't press it. But isn't that frustrating to get that far and lose the meld standing right next to it? I think what we will do, yeah, the only way to get the flank is move right up to the tree. We are at the front of the ship, so I'm not worried about outsiders being activated because there should be at the back, and we get a nice little see you later from Sebastian. Yep. Alright, now the numbers are starting to turn in our favor. What are we looking at? We've killed 15 enemies and all we got is 3 Seekers, and I still do not have vision on most of those Seekers. Boris, it's about time for you to earn your pay and quit taking a free ride here. You're going to have a 70% shot right here. What is this now? The 6th in a row? 7 in a row or 70%? Well, come on now. There we go. Jeez
Da, ich
Louise.
schreibe ich mir Punkt auf.
That's what I say.
Headed
Let's
there
get
now.
you moved up here for a reload, Arden.
Good to go.
And we're gonna see what other noises we hear. We gotta be on the lookout.
We're green to go.
We gotta be on the lookout. So I think rather than we got 2 hidden seekers. So I'm gonna keep a bit of overwatch in case they decide to close in on us
I've got
here.
my eyes on.
We are definitely stretched out with you, Sebastian. I'm not thrilled about that. Ruth, we need to reload you because you're no good. So we got some strung out, stretched out people that could become targets of seekers. There's one. There is one. Arden, do you have vision? You're unsteadied, but let's go take it. Damage reduction, yes, kept you from the kill. But this guy is grounded, so we have some opportunities to move forward perhaps. Anyone else have him in range for a shot? You do, Tommy. You're starting to get better at that conventional weapon stuff instead of your grenades. Let's see if you can help us out right here. Yes. And then there were one.
Kill confirmed.
And then there were one. We still don't know where he is for sure. If he's like his buddy over there. And since we had the battle scanner out here, they could have just been hiding inside the spacecraft. We just don't know for sure. Let's inch you forward, Winston. And Sebastian, I'm kind of feeling like... Let's get you back with the pack a little bit. Now we'll keep an overwatch here. We'll reload you right
Head
up
now.
here.
Locked and loaded.
And Overwatch against these unknown seekers. Let's reload you, Boris, while we're at it. And we'll keep an Overwatch back here. Overwatch to overlook the troops here. And no vision. So as we start pushing forward, we're going to go start entering the spacecraft through the front door. See if we can't roust out that seeker that I'm guessing is left over there. And as we're moving forward, we'll do some reloads where we need it.
Let's rock.
We'll be able to at least have a couple people on Overwatch, which is good. Boris, you are one of those I'm talking about. And I think I'll keep moving you ever so slightly forward here, Arden. Keep you reloaded as we go. And Keith, I would like to get you a lot closer to Ruth at one point so she can use that last med kit. If this is just a standard medium, we very well could be winding down with these numbers we're looking at. 17 aliens killed, one more out there, 18 plus a couple outsiders. That could get us up to that 20 range that a regular downed medium might have. So, and it sure is a lot quieter out there. We're not hearing a lot of alien sound cues right now, are we?
Got eyes on.
Sebastian, I think I would like to reload you right now as we move you up here. In case that seeker bursts out. And Ruth, let's start working you back over towards Keith, because he needs a little more help. All of a sudden having 6 ticks doesn't make me feel confident. And you are reloaded, and you do have no rockets left anyway, so you're back down to conventional weapons right now, T-Bone.
Affirmative. Covering now.
No noise. That could be outsiders. That could be seekers, because they don't make a heck of a lot of noise. Let's kind of inch you up here, Bulldog. You cigar smoking maniac, we will leave you right there for now. I think Boris, we're gonna try dashing you with, since we have Winston there as a little protection. Gonna try to do the same thing to get our grenade up near the front just in case. I I don't want to move you. So how far can you get over there? Ruth, you can get right here. And that's where we're going to move you. And then Keith, let's get you over here. And Ruth, use that last med kit.
Med kits fix everything. Calm down.
They're all but a couple ticks healed. And Ruth, we'll just set you on
Come
overwatch.
get some.
Arden, we don't want to leave you in the dust. Let's get you up here. We're going to lose your lone wolf, but right now we're going to be working on some close quarters, moving into the spacecraft. And let's reload you. There's our forward overwatch, and we'll just push you forward a tiny bit, Sebastian, also on overwatch. And that should position us okay. Oh, I forgot about you, Tommy. I'm good at forgetting about soldiers.
Got it covered.
So one more overwatch never hurts. All right, now it's time for a little peek inside, see if we see a seeker.
Quick house.
Nope.
On
Get
it.
you to the other door here. So we'll have some nice overwatch going inside, and we're gonna run you there for Winston right here, because you'll be covered. Okay, both the interior doors are shut. Let's start moving everybody else up.
Location confirmed.
Roger, Dodger.
Well, Keith, we're moving everybody up, but you
Got
can
it. Move it.
bring up the rear in your wounded state. You never had the greatest range even when you were at full health. And Arden, it's time to dash you up at this point too. I don't know if I want you quite standing in the open with an unknown seeker out there, but we'll move you up. Let's listen and learn. Oh, that surprised me.
Damn it. Enemy is still alive.
There's the last of the meld. Oh, we came so close to getting a second one, but at least we got the first one, even though it cost Keith a little bit by that aggressive move on our part. Okay, we did hear a sound cue over on this side earlier. It was a silent sound cue, so I'm guessing the outsiders, that was them, since the seeker happens to have been right here in the center. So we're going to approach this side of the aircraft, the spacecraft, with that in mind. We'll see if we heard right and recognized right.
Double time.
Let's start pushing our cover up as we work on a door breach over here. It'll take a couple turns to set up. If you all can bear with me, I'm going to fast forward at this point. We're going to do a little repositioning, reloading as we get ready for the big old door breach.
Hey, you hear anything?
Okay, I'm back live, and just before I came back with my voice, we saw the sound cue off to the left, which would seem to indicate that they're now in the center room, so I may have slightly misread that first sound cue. If they're in the center room, I think what I usually do is we will split half the team on the right here, and I'll bring the other half of the team around on the left, and then approach them in this center spot as we open both those side doors. So bear with me once more. Again, as we reposition, I'll speed up just so you don't have to watch the really thrilling and exciting relocation of our soldiers. So bear with me, and we'll get there ready to do two separate door breaches to focus on the outsiders who should be here in the center now.
You hear that?
Got something over here.
On it.
Okay, we went live. I forgot we went live. They weren't where I expected. We heard a differing sound cue and I made the mistake of thinking they were going to be out back instead of in this room, because I'd swear, you know, the earlier sound cue that made me think they were in the center, that totally makes sense. I should have been able to use a little geography and figure out where they were. Instead, I got surprised. What do you know? Something new, huh? So let's get our other soldiers up here. We're gonna have half our team not in the game this round, so let's decide if we want to open this door or not. I think with the existing team we'll have a chance to maybe, I'm thinking or hoping that we can get over here, take out this one alien in the corner. And that's you, Tommy, over here too. Let's get you, Sebastian, first over here. You should be out of sight of the other guy. We're going to have Ruth hopefully put some suppression on him. Let's see if you can do enough damage here to make this plan materialize. Last minute, we got a 7-hit crit. That was nice. Now coming down here, we got Tommy, and you're going to have to finish it off. You're going to have to finish it off for me, unfortunately. Yeah, right there. I can't get you off in, so there is no corner spot I can get you to reach except right there. So we're going to have to bring you right here on the other side of the meld. Oh, how evil of these outsiders to be hiding by the meld, huh?
Okay.
So we're going to try bringing you here to finish off the first outsider. 97%. It's a good chance we can do it, and we do. Okay. Now we're going to be suppressing with Ruth, the other outsider. I don't know if it'll be enough, but we are going to suppress. I don't know. We'll see if we have anybody that can do a flashbang to lower the likelihood of this guy being able to shoot us. Arden, that is not one of your abilities, so let's just take a 61% precision shot here. There's a chance if you get a hit on that low percent, 6158 crit, you could kill, but let's see if we can at least incapacitate him a little bit. Come on, Arden. A little closer range than we're used to for you. High, but we got a hit. Not a crit, but we got a hit. I'm fine with that. Yeah, none of my guys, all my guys moving up here. I could run through there and get a real close range with you, Winston Churchill, on a running gun, and maybe that's what I have to look at doing. Yeah, I was hoping if I could get a flashbang in there, maybe, just maybe. How close of a shot do we got here? 100%. We just might be able to finish him off. I don't think I had a flashbang available for use. No, we did not. Just in case, can I position you up nearby? Okay, Winston, are you going to finish it for us? There we go.
Mission accomplished.
Shoo! Well, that was sloppy ending. A lot of speeded up movement, and I guess in the process of knowing that I was speeding up my movement, I speeded up my thinking and made a grave or almost grave mistake on these two outsiders, but we recovered, thank goodness. This whole mission was a mission of surprise and recovery a little bit. One significant casualty, and that's on Keith. Hopefully that won't be coming back to haunt us as far as not having enough soldiers available. Bulldog, that one little 8 days. Oh, actually, I think I had you along as of in fatigue because you didn't get injured enough to have a wound, but I double fatigued you in an 8-day. That's just like 2 fatigues anyway, so you're on pace there. This is the one that'll hurt. Oh, is that not our longest one so far? Did I get... who cares? It's long enough to hurt. 45 days, Keith. You're out, but at least you're still around to come back once you heal. We got 2 promotions out of that. Bulldog, Winston, Bulldog, Churchill. That should get him up to his next very important promotion. And T-Bone, you got another promotion too, so great. Great. We only got the 1 meld, yeah, the 22. But fortunately we gained some more sources, and I may have enough flight computers and power sources that I can afford to sell a few. We'll see. And there's some sectoid corpses that we've been needing. So actually that was nice that we had a few sectoids on this mission. Oh boy, but our Gatling laser will be out of commission for a little while. Let's get in here and just get the repairs started on that before we get going and before we forget. It's going to take 6 days, not hideous. So now we'll just have the auto laser available to us on missions. So it's not the end of the world, not the end of the world. What are we looking at date-wise? I've kind of lost track of the dates. July 22nd is when I need to scan again for Exalt. And I believe it's $100 I have to make sure I keep aside for that scan. Yes, on July 22nd. So we still got time there. How's our hangar looking with that frustrating move? Let's do this. Let's transfer the long repair over to North America. Let's transfer this ready little Raven over here. And in transit, 2 days. Refueling. So we have a couple. So we have the heavy hitters there, and we got 2 days to repair there, and we can look at bringing him back over. Repairing 7 days, and that'll end up being about 5. It's not going to end up being a huge difference. I'll just leave them where they are. And at the moment, we got 1 new aircraft, the newest one we hired to rename. The Swordsman. Is his first name Freddy? We'll find out if Kruger can get it done for us as he comes on board. And it'd be nice to get that other 1 hour, 2 days. I'm going to go ahead and take a chance and edit the loadout and get another one of our laser cannons equipped. And move forward. I think that's all the housekeeping we'll do at the moment until we come up with something else we need. Oh, there is one more housekeeping. Noticing the drop off that our weapons seem to be taking, especially against some of these enemies with... we're going to change our research project. I was doing the chrysalid autopsy. I all of a sudden think Gauss weapons has all of a sudden become more urgent, and since it takes a little longer, I want to get that started ASAP. We have decent armor. Reason Keith got hurt so bad is he didn't have one of the newer sets of armor. In fact, with that in mind, I probably need, in case some ever gets damaged, I would need to build maybe another set of armor. I know we got one under repair now, but it would be nice to have another one as a backup. And speaking of which, the Kestrel armor I've never built yet, and I think now's the time to do it. That'll be my extra piece for the sniper that'll free up some armor. Let's get one of those built. Oh, I already have one going, so I don't know if I need more than one at the moment. Let's just build one more carapace. There we go. That leaves our credits at 69, and just so I don't forget, we'll visit the gray market, sell one of our excess, let's see, we'll do a couple flight computers, leave us with 10, and that has us enough for our scan. So let's get back out there, see what's coming up next. The Kestrel armor is now in our inventory. Heavy UFO activity over the U.S. Hopefully they don't shift their focus up there. I'm not going to go for a new corporal right now, not at the expense of my laser rifles. I need every one I can get. And we have a new abduction mission. Few new people back in the barracks.
Commander,
let's see what we're up
tracking
against.
several reported abductions via the hologlobe. I've got the coordinates locked in.
Okay, we're headed to Mexico, so it'd be nice to reduce panic up there. It's a moderate mission. So let's head over to Leon, Mexico. Leon, Mexico. Well, it's an urban block mission that we'll join next time to handle. Appreciate y'all hanging in there and watching. Please subscribe if you're enjoying the playthrough. Give me a like if you like the edge of your seat action I gave us on this one. Was slightly sloppy play, but we survived. We came out in one piece. ZigZagZog signing off from Western Kentucky. Join me next mission. Join me next episode to see how we do. Thanks, y'all. Have a great day.